Hey, welcome back to another zombie video. If you guys like my content, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. The other day I had a couple people checking out my server, and we were testing out my banking system. I realized if I was standing too close to them, it was actually taking diamonds out of my bank and putting it into their inventory, which we couldn't have that, so I completely got rid of this. This is all garbage. I will be deleting everything of it. As you can see, I had a couple takes of this video, and I was destroying little pieces of it at a time. So here's my new system right here. What's really cool about this can be any kind of NPC store. This does not have to be a bank at all. You could sell armor, diamonds, you could sell any kind of block in the game, anything in the game, you can use this NPC store for. But you do have to realize each NPC can only have, I believe, up to 6 items, well, 6 commands. So there is a little loophole there. But so what we got a nice zombies bank right here. So to activate this, we would go in here. It gets rid of the floating zombies bank text. It comes up with Bruce Campbell, who is staring at me. Really, really weird. Anyways, so what this does is, any person that comes into this block radius right here that I have in water gets teleported out because, I think I used these cords right here, then I used, what's called, instead of a radius, a DX and a DZ. So I would have had DX plus 2, which would go this way, and then a dimension Z, which would go this way, because Z is your third number. And it's positive. Both of them are positive numbers, and you'll see that in the command blocks, and we'll get through that at some point. So what's cool, if I walk out, it kills Bruce, spawns the floating text again. So this is a pretty solid system. I'll show you exactly how it works. So we edit dialogue. We can withdraw 1 diamond, and we got 1 diamond there. We can withdraw 2 diamonds. Well, 32 diamonds, I mean. We got 33 there. We can also do 64. So it's a pretty solid system. And the one thing I am super impressed with myself, because I'm still a beginner command blocker, doohickey. I had a deposit system that as soon as it detected you were on there in a range of like, I think 2, it would automatically take all the diamonds and put it into your scoreboard. Well, I figured out, oh, that bar is going to annoy me. I am so sorry. Let me change here. Boom. I am not going to edit this out because I don't care right now. So, and there we go. Okay, so yeah, the deposit system. Sorry about that, guys. So we're going to go in here, and then let's try out the deposit. So I actually got a NPC to repeat a command in a loop to get rid of all of the diamonds, plus do a sound effect and that little neat little text there. So you guys ask how, or want to know? Well, let's get into it. I just gotta do this one time. And I killed Bruce. Boom. So satisfying. Anyways, okay, so let's go to the command block room. What do we got? We got 2 structure blocks. We got 1 Bruce and 1 zombie, and I'm not even sure what he was doing there. Okay, so to sum this up, this is the deposit system. This is your store. This is your detection system. This will detect when a player is in that square that I put in with water. So your very first command that you want to do is you want to make 2 structure blocks. One, you want to make like, banker, and you don't have to do his actual commands yet. What you really want to do is just get set up for the future. So you want to put a exactly like this. You see how he is outlined in the structure block like this. So it is not outlined in the structure block, it is outlined in the NPC. And you want to do it for the same for the other one. This is the floating text. And this is if you want floating text. Me, I kind of like it there. This guy does not need any commands at all. Once you make him and put the name up above, you're going to save it as whatever you want. I did BK text. This one I saved as banker, and this is important for this system right here. So let's get into the very first command block. We got a repeating unconditional always active. What this is going to do is test for at any player who stands in these coordinates, x 216, 251, 89. Now this is completely customizable. You can make this any chord that you want. Now instead of doing a radius, I did a dx, dy, dz. So this means if a person walks positive 2 blocks in the x coordinates, it's going to detect it. If it goes positive 3 in the y coordinate, which is up and down, it's going to detect it. And same with your z, which is your third number, all positive. Excuse me. Sorry. So that is going to detect if that player is standing in that block. Then, if someone is standing there, it's going to turn this comparator on and this comparator on. Once it turns this comparator on, it is going to kill your floating text NPC. So kill all E type NPC. This type equals NPC is very important. If you don't have this, it is going to be an executioner box. It will kill anyone in there. So I just used the same exact chords as this one right here. And if you didn't know while you're command blocking, if you go into your settings, go down to creator, activate all of these, and then this helps to copy coordinates, which I'll show you in a second. I love that setting. But if you're playing on a PC, there's in mouse and keyboard a pick block. I change it to R, and what it lets you do is say I push R on this dirt. I got dirt in my hand. Now, if you just push R on the command block, it's not actually going to copy the commands, but if I hold Control in R, it will. So it's very, very useful. So all I did was copy this block for the coordinates, and then just type in kill NPC, put these commands in. So this one above is what, oh yeah, this is a impulse unconditional needs redstone. All of my impulse blocks I used in this design has this same exact setup. What this means is it's only going to activate once it gets a redstone signal, and it's going to be unconditional. It's always going to activate if it gets this redstone signal. So on top of here we got a chain block. Chain blocks are always in this design chain conditional always active. What this is going to do, it's going to add the tag BK. BK is kind of what I use just to shorten up bank. What this does is it kind of secures the system so it's only to one player. So if what I have this doing is as soon as someone walks in there, it activates these two comparators, kills the NPC, and then puts power into this block right here, which will in result turn this redstone torch off. So as soon as someone's standing there, this redstone torch is off. It's going to activate this. This right here, TP at everybody except for the tag that's BK. Anytime you have an exclamation mark before the tag, after like right there at the name, it's basically going to ignore that tag. So if you have that tag, it's not going to do this command. So anyone in this block radius, and again it's that same block radius that I used for the test player, it's going to teleport there. So it's kind of like a security system protecting so no one else can be in that area while they're banking. Their privacy bubble. Own personal bubble. Then this one right here, this is a very interesting command. What this will do is load any structure block. So you want to do structure, so it's going to go into the file system structure, and then it is going to load that file, my structure. So this is the name of the file right here, my structure, those two dots, then banker, and then it's going to load it at these coordinates. And banker, if you remember, is Bruce Campbell. So that's going to load Bruce Campbell in. And then all of his command blocks we'll get into, and they control all of this. But when someone steps out of there, what's going to happen is this comparator is going to turn off, and this redstone torch is going to turn on. So that is going to activate another kill NPC. So it's going to kill any NPC there. Sorry, Bruce. And it is going to remove your BK tag at anyone and make sure it's at everyone, just to be on the safe side. Because if you have it at player, it's going to go to the nearest player at this command block, which we don't want. We want at the person that's standing in that square. So instead of typing coordinates, you just do it at everyone, and you have no issues. That's what at A means. So we went over the kill NPC. Here is the TP player. Repeat unconditional needs redstone. So as soon as this redstone torch kicks in, it's gonna activate this command block. Now I'm actually going to go over this command block after I do this one. So we got this kill NPC, and then we got a chain block on top of it. This chain block is going to load the structure. So it's going to load structure, well, that file structure, and then this is the name it's going to load, my structure BK text at these chords. BK text, if you remember, is my floating text zombies bank. This one right here, that torch is going to activate, and this is going to be repeated, so it's always going to be going constantly off. This is a play animation at E type NPC, so this is only going to affect NPCs. Now this is very important that you have a range or a diameter. Me, I chose range because it's not affecting players, so I don't really have to worry about it being exact, just as long as it's getting that NPC that I want. So I put a range of 3 in the chords of where my floating text is at. Animation.creeper.swelling I-99. This makes the NPC swell up like a creeper right before the creeper explodes and he's invisible. So this will actually, it's kind of like a nice little cheat, so you don't have any add-ons and you have floating text. A really useful command. I definitely recommend writing this one down. But yeah, so as soon as this redstone storage gets on, this will always be active and constantly going off. And I put a delay of 5 on there just to help with lag. So we went over those blocks. Yeah, I went over everything. So let's get to the store part. So with Bruce, what he does, we'll actually damn it, I changed Bruce yeah, that looks like Bruce. There we go. So, he has the same exact command over and over again, and that is set block at chords redstone block. And this is completely customizable depending on where you have this part of your command blocking section at. So we're going to go over the first section, which is 1 diamond. So we go in here, we hit 1 diamond. As you can see, it placed that redstone block and disappeared. And that is the same with all of his commands. He is always going to set block. So it's basically giving power to the command block structure that you want turned on for the button that you push. So these command blocks that the redstone block appear on are set block tilde to tilde 1 to tilde air. What that is saying is it's going to set block right at where the command block's at, above the command block at the command block. So it's going to set an air right above here. So it gets rid of that redstone block. So that redstone block just has enough time to spawn in and power these comparators. This one right here is a deny block. Well, it's not an actually deny block. It's just, I call it deny because it is a tell raw at player that has the tag BK. So that single player in the bacon person, it is gonna check to see if their scoreboard that is named money. This is a sub bar, so its own little bracket system. So scoreboard that's named money, if they have 0 to 0. So it's going to test to make sure they have 0. If they have 0 in there, it's going to play this raw text insufficient funds. Now this one that's powered up, what it's going to do is this is scoreboard players remove, so it's going to remove points. add player tag BK. So they, the only person that has the BKs in that little block that we have. Then it's going to check their score, and it's going to check their scoreboard money if they have 1 and up. If they do, it's going to remove money 1. Well, make sure you don't do that. Add anything at the end and then exit out of there. Yes. So again, that's what that code is. This one right here is what gives the item. This is completely customizable too. So give app player with that tag BK 1 diamond. So for each, since this is a withdrawal, for each point in the scoreboard money, it's going to give that person 1 money, even though that block is named 32. We'll just change that for future reference. There we go. Then it's going to play random sound at player with the BK tag. Then a confirm message. Now, I mean, this is all bonus. You actually don't have to have this, but I mean, I think it looks cool. So tell raw at player tag equals BK. We're going to do the raw text, which is basically going to make text appear right here. Raw text is definitely very interesting. You can do so much with it. Like, I definitely highly suggest studying raw text. So text means it's going to display text, withdrawal successful. Now, if you're copying this command, you need everything here. The only thing that is customizable here is from here to here. All this little S symbol is telling what color it is, like you do with your signs. So you can see I can change the color. So we want that to be, what was that? Yeah, A for that green. And then this explanation mark, you can change, you can delete it, it doesn't matter. The only thing that's important is the quotation marks, and then on. You have to have that, or it won't work. So of course, chain conditional, always active, like all of our chain blocks are. So that is the one store. Now, to customize it, say if you want to change it, like, money-wise, like different costs. This one's for 31 diamonds, so it's gonna check tag, see if they have that tag. And then if they do have that tag, it's going to check their score, their scoreboard that's named money. And then it's going to check to see if they have from 0 to 31. If they are in that range, it's going to play insufficient funds. From here, it is going to do scoreboard. So at player, same thing, score. And then it's going to check to see if they have 32 or higher on their money. Then it will add money 32. So if you wanted to customize this, say you wanted a give diamond sword, whatever, 1. But you wanted that sword to cost like 64 of your scoreboard. So you would have this 64 testing up, and then, take 64 money. So this is remove this number. This tests their scoreboard to see if they have it. This remove at the money. So scoreboard name money 32. So that 32 you can change to whatever. That's how many it's going to remove from it. And yeah, that's how you customize that. And then the same thing here. If you change this to 6, it's just going to test from 0 to 6 or 0 to 63. Whatever you decide that your item is cost, you always want to do 1 below it for the insufficient funds. So, the deposit system. This thing was a little bit tricky because I had to make a NPC do a looping command. And how I figured that out, he places a redstone here. This redstone will stay active. Like here, check this out. We will go here, deposit diamond. It's not actually going to do anything because I don't have the BK tag. So, it places this right here. What this does is gives this repeating block power. And then this is clear at player, whoever has the BK diamond 1. So it's going to clear 1 diamond. This one is going to do scoreboard players add whoever has the BK tag money 1. So the scoreboard equals money. It's going to add 1 point. And then this is going to continue the repeat until this redstone block is gone or they run out of diamonds. So when they run out of diamonds, because as soon as this program starts, this comparator will turn on and turns this redstone torch off. When they run out of diamonds, this comparator turns off, which turns this redstone torch on, which will power these. And these are like one time. So first, raw text that, that player. Deposit complete. Like I said, this is completely customizable. You can change this text, do whatever you want, just as long as this quotation mark, has that, and then this quotation mark and everything here is the same. This one is for the random sound level up at the player, and then this one is very important. This sets air to this coordinate. So as soon as this redstone torch powers up, this one activates and it destroys that block, and it stops this from running. The only these ones right here are always need redstone too. Anything that is not the original needs redstone, and then the one that is always active, you have a 5-second delay. These ones that only activate, well, actually I do have a 5-second delay there, and then it works. If it works, I'm not gonna change it. That's my theory. If I have any issues, I'll change that and give you guys an update. But yeah, it's working flawlessly. So yeah, I guess 5-second delay on all repeating blocks. Cool. Works for me. Let me know what you guys think of this video. Let me guys know what you think of these command blocks. Can you think of ways to improve it? You guys got any questions, how anything works? Let me know. And again, if you guys like my content, please like, share, and subscribe. You guys have a wonderful, beautiful night. Thank you guys for checking out the video. Bye, guys.